to Bronny James. Lakers standard. Bronny James, bro.
Where Ant-Man at? Came out to the West Coast and got that ass smacked up. We'll see though, man. I don't know. I'm not trying to get my hopes too high this season. It's early, but you always feel like you got a chance when you got fucking LeBron James, though. We'll see. I'm busy, man. Oh man, it's been hard to keep up with everything going on, hasn't
In the
it?
sports world, especially, bro. Shit, man. A lot's been going on, bro.
Well, did you see anything from the Champions League today? We'll start with that shit just because that was literally today.
I just saw a little bit of the Arsenal draw. That's it. I mean, win against the fucking, of course,
Ukrainian little fucking team Shakhtar Donetsk. Honestly, it wasn't a great game for you guys. I mean, decent defensive performance, but expected a little more in an attacking sense. Their keeper had a good game, but, you know, typical Arsenal this season for me, honestly. You guys are... Nah, like, honestly, this season, your guys' attack has been pretty lackluster. It hasn't been that impressive to me, so, I mean, that's why I say just typical for you guys this season. I feel like it hasn't been that crazy of an attack this season. Let's just be real.
We'll see once Odegaard comes back.
Yeah, he's definitely been missing right now, bro. You guys have no one anywhere near that level of creativity in the midfield. It's rough. That's tough, man. That's tough. But yeah, that was rough. The most exciting game today was definitely the Real Madrid comeback for sure, because Dortmund were up 2-0. They were looking like they were going to smack Real Madrid. It was getting pretty bad. And then out of nowhere in the second half, bro, Rudiger scored a header from some shit, I think a set piece, and then Vinicius just fucking went to another level, bro. Level. Champions League Vinicius is like a different animal, bro. He is fucking crazy in this competition.
Did he link up with Mbappe or no?
Not really. Mbappe had a pretty quiet game. It seemed like they were really, really focused on that. Like, he was not getting any space, any time on the ball. Like, they were really, really trying to close him down. So, because of that, they ended up leaving a lot of space for Vinicius to kind of attack and dribble into, and that was why I feel like he was able to go off. But, yeah, Mbappe was pretty quiet today. But definitely a really, really, really... It was a really impressive game for Madrid, bro. I gotta be honest, cause like, I'm gonna be real, bro. At halftime, I was dead ass thinking this shit was already over. Like, I thought that Dortmund were getting the revenge from last season. I thought that it was gonna be a really impressive win for. This was one thing I didn't know if you knew. Their manager is Nuri Sahin.
I know, I seen that.
The fucking he's like the Turkish player, right? Yeah, bro. Literally, like I've watched him play before. This shit, bro. That tripped me the fuck out. So when I realized he was the new manager, like, and realizing that I thought at halftime was going to be getting a dub against Real Madrid in the Champions League, I was like, holy shit, bro. Like, first of all, like, that's crazy as hell for Dortmund. Second of all, we're getting old as fuck. But,
God.
You know what I mean? That's pretty crazy. But, nah, that second half was bad, man. Vinny popped off, man. That was a special performance from Vinicius, man. He really is one hell of a player. I'm going to be honest. And, yeah, just overall, it was a fucking really, really impressive performance from Real Madrid for me to be able to pull off a comeback like that. I guess kind of speaking of Mbappe, we could go take a look at that fool's ex real quick, PSG, because they've been looking ugly in the Champions League so far and just ugly overall, man. Yeah, they're kind of, it feels like, in a bit of a rebuild season so far at least. So I'm not really.
All the money.
I know, it's crazy to me
After all the stolen
they could lose
players.
one player and it just destroys the entire. It's crazy to me, but fuck, man, they're definitely in a bit of a rebuild at the moment. Nothing else was too crazy today. Like I said, the Arsenal game was pretty boring. The Real Madrid game definitely stole the show. I wanted to look ahead to the rest of this week and see what else we got coming up this week. Because, yeah, like I remembered we got Barca versus Bayern tomorrow.
We got the opposite game of today's Real Madrid.
How you feeling?
We'll see. I'm excited with Pedri. We saw this past weekend. He scored a fucking banger. So.
Yeah, but that's against shitty-ass Sevilla.
Okay. better than Mbappe's fucking banger that he scored this past weekend.
Okay, but why are we talking about Mbappe right now? Why are you so obsessed with Real Madrid? I asked you about Barca and Bayern Munich. Does Mbappe play for Barca or Bayern
I was
Munich?
talking about fucking La Liga right now just to compare.
Okay, well, I told you
Oh
Pedri
my God.
scored that shit against shitty ass Sevilla, and now you start talking to me about Real Madrid players. I'm telling you, he's not gonna be playing shitty ass Sevilla. He's playing Bayern Munich.
And I'm excited.
That's a pretty good
he's
team.
Good form after he came back from injury, bro.
Okay.
Nah, bro. We'll see. It's gonna be interesting.
I'm definitely interested because Bayern aren't the like super dominant team that we've known them to be over the last couple years. I feel like their recent form hasn't been the greatest. Obviously, took a little L recently to Villa in the Champions League. So, I mean, I don't know though, bro. At the end of the day, they still got fucking Kane and shit up there, bro.
Oh
like,
my God, he's not gonna do shit, bro.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if that fool scores a hat trick against y'all. It'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting. Lewa up against his former team. Olmo potentially getting some minutes up against a former Bundesliga rival. Definitely tough for y'all to come into this game with such a shitty-ass defense and shitty midfield defensively. That's some shit that I feel like, as I've been pointing out pretty much all season, could be a problem in a game like this, but... Yeah, that's an interesting one, bro. I don't know how I would feel about that one if I was a Barca fan. I'd be kind of nervous, but we'll see. We'll see. You guys definitely have a couple ballers that can help pull out a result. So who knows? Maybe steal one. Maybe steal one.
I still want to get one, bro.
Okay. I'm excited to see what happens in the Leipzig-Liverpool game. I think that's a decent test for Liverpool because they've been... As much as it pisses me off to say, they've been on some good form so far this season. So we'll see how they do against a decent team in Europe. But yeah, nothing else too crazy in the Champions League. Atletico might have a decent game against Lille, but expect them to probably get the W there. I just wanted to look ahead a bit because I know that United play later this week in the Europa League. Up against Mourinho's Fenerbahce. The Jose Mourinho managed Fenerbahce. And I bring it up because I thought it was funny how, like, at one point that was supposed to be, like, Eth's funeral. That's what everyone was trying to say online and shit. But after this last weekend, I'd be kind of scared if I was Fenerbahce.
This past weekend, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, we're kind of cooking at the moment. I feel like we've been playing good ball throughout the season. It just hasn't always come through in the result, but... You know, I feel like we got some guys that are looking really good. Rashford, I think, is due to have a big performance. Garnacho's been playing pretty consistently. We'll see how, if we end up with Højlund or Xerxes starting up top, but I think Højlund's been looking really good lately. The midfield is probably the biggest question mark because Mainu, I think, is going to be out still. So, and Ugarte potentially as well. So we'll see what happens in the midfield. Against Brentford, we were starting with fucking Eriksen and Casemiro and Bruno. Like, that's not the midfield three that you want to see. So we'll see. But against Fenerbahce, hopefully we're still able to get the job done. I'm interested to see how that shit plays out. I just hope that I hope that we fuck those boys up. Because, the way that people were talking online, that shit...
That's going to be kind of interesting.
But, I guess kind of moving backwards a bit. That was all the games that played out today, looking ahead a bit. But this previous weekend, we had a couple interesting results in the Premier League that I wanted to take a look at. Talk to me. Talk to me, man. Bournemouth 2, Arsenal 0.
Saliba, there's no excuse for that, bro. I don't know what the fuck that was, bro.
Shit was bad. Shit was pretty stupid.
Stupid ass fucking moves that just literally get us in fucking stupid positions like the Trossard red card the other time.
I was gonna say, and the Rice red card that other time.
And it's like, dude, what are we doing? We're supposed to be like fucking locked in, bro. We're fucking supposed to be.
Do you remember when I asked you on the pod a while back, are you worried that your guys' discipline could cost you this season?
It's interesting, bro. It's really interesting because I don't know what's Arteta's method with that. Because I feel like they have a lot of respect for Arteta, but like...
I actually agree with you, yeah.
But they're letting too much of their own personality interfere with the fucking game, bro.
Yeah. No, 100%. 100%.
It's not even that, too. It's just not even fucking making the right decisions, bro.
Stupid mistakes. Stupid mistakes. Like, shit that just... Yeah, you should know better at this level, bro. It's pretty unfortunate for you guys. I don't even... As a fan, like, I don't know how I would feel. Like, that shit is extremely frustrating.
We'll see, man.
Dropping points against these type of teams, like... So that's one thing I wanted to kind of ask you is, how are you feeling? I know it's still really early, but about the whole title race going forward.
It's not done yet.
Only a few points behind City still, but I guess it's more the momentum of what a result like this does.
It's the same shit last year, bro. It's the same shit last year. Why the fuck are we dropping fucking points to Bournemouth? But it's not done yet, but we cannot, like I told you earlier, that we cannot lose a game no more, bro. It sounds crazy as fuck, but that's honestly what's gonna do it for us.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad because City's already looked a little rough at times this season. I think Liverpool's bound to have a run of some rough form at some point. So I feel like you guys will inevitably lose again at some point, and that's okay. I don't think that's the end of the world. But I do agree that this is like an eye-opening result. I feel like Arteta can't play it too cheeky anymore by trying to start Sterling and Trossard, these guys at the wing spots. Like, if Saka and Martinelli are available, they have to play. And it sucks, but they are your only options, especially Saka. I feel like he has to play. Like, he's the only player that has shown, in my opinion, that potential to be like a game-breaking, consistent top-level player. And I still don't even think he's quite there yet. Like, honestly, I think Saka's a bit overrated, a bit overhyped.
Yeah.
But I think that he's the only guy who's shown at least those flashes of, like, can be on that level and will at least change a game in the way that the teams have to defend with him on the pitch. Like, he's a lot more dangerous than Sterling or Trossard. And so I feel like at least he has to be on the pitch to try and give space to the other players and stuff. But, yeah, the way that you guys have been looking these last... I know there was an international break, but, like, the last month or so, last 6 weeks maybe, like, I feel like at the start of the season, there was kind of that hype of, like, it's a new season, we'll see what... But post-Odegaard injury, for sure. So whenever that happened, like a month or so ago, that... And it's not... I feel like it can't just be the simple fact that Odegaard isn't there, because, yes, I know he adds a lot, but there's still a lot of really good players in the team. I feel like it's just a mental thing. And that, to me, is, like, that kind of explains the red cards, too. Like, I just feel like there's a mental... And I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro. Like, because it's so early.
But, like, the Saliba one is just literally a stupid mistake. He just grabbed out to him for no reason.
But, bro, they've all been stupid fucking mistakes. They've all been... Literally, the other two are players kicking the ball out of bounds and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they've all been stupid-ass mistakes, bro. I feel like there's...
Nope.
And this is just from the outside looking in. I'm just speculating. I would ask if there's any leaders in that Arsenal dressing room. Like, real leaders that are going to hold people accountable. Because right now we got a lot of people making stupid mistakes, and those stupid mistakes are continuing to happen.
I sort of agree with you on that one. Sort of agree.
I thought it was supposed to be Rice. But Rice has been one of the culprits. He's one of the ones getting sent off. He's one of the ones who can't control himself. I don't know. I guess then maybe we think it would be Saliba or Gabriel, but neither of them have shown that maturity either. Or that leadership. Right, you know, Partey has never come across as like a very like dominant figure on the pitch. You know what I mean? Like, he's always, as much as he's like a physical player, he's kind of like shy, quiet. He doesn't ever get involved into shit. I feel like your whole team is kind of soft. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Y'all kind of bitch made.
No.
And, bro, I'm not even trying to, on some banter fucking around shit. Bro, y'all are not hard.
No.
Y'all don't have any players who are, like, actual, like, captain, hard. Oof, that guy's serious. Like, bro, that's bad. There's no accountability in this team. I'm gonna be honest, bro. This team is This team is weak, bro.
It's not, bro. It's a good team. Fucking.
They're good footballers. They have talent.
It's a good team, but
I
agree with you. Gabriel should not be the captain.
Up here.
But that's the thing. If you would have signed a striker or something, someone who's more experienced or some shit like that.
You can't just invent players, bro. There's no like super experienced, really good strikers that were out there. It hasn't been the case. Unless you want to go sign Kane. I don't think that was going to happen.
Shot transfer, bro. Fuck you.
Man.
After Bayern fucking loses to Barca tomorrow, they're going to want to sell
I just don't know, man. I don't know about this team. And then you got Arteta fucking bringing in pickpockets and shit over the summer. I don't know about your gaffer either. I don't know if he's the guy that's going to bring this team together and get them in check and get them doing what they need to be doing. Again, I think he knows ball. I think he knows ball. I think he knows tactics.
He's supposed to, but I feel like he's too lenient, bro.
I'm just wondering if this team has the intangible stuff. Because, like, they get the football tactics shit, but then there's kind of like this extra X factor that you need to be a dominant team. And a motherfucker like Pep, as much as I hate him, he has that X factor. And the players he brings in, they either have it or they kind of get it from him and the other players who have it. But they all have like a top level attitude. And you just don't see that from the Arsenal players. Like, look at what happened after they scored against y'all and they're all bitching you guys out. Honestly, bro, none of y'all reacted. None of y'all reacted. Gabriel got the ball thrown at his head. That fool didn't do shit.
What are we supposed to do?
Something. Stand on business.
Get a red card? Get another red card?
Show that you're not a bitch, though.
Get another red card, though.
No, but you gotta show that you're not weak, though.
So what the fuck are we supposed to do, then?
You gotta at least go up and tell that fool some shit, bro. This whole team, bro. Honest to God, I wanted y'all to get it done. I'm already starting to give up hope, though. I'm already starting to give up hope on God.
Nope.
This team just don't.
It's not done yet.
It don't give me nothing. We'll see, bro. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't see shit from this team, bro. We'll see. We'll see. Moving on to a team who actually wins fucking football games, bro. An actual winning team, bro. An actual team playing beautiful football, playing beautiful build-up, connecting play, lovely passes from our attackers. Our midfielders dropping little one-touch beautiful assists. Forward scoring little beautiful chips and whatnot. Beautiful football. Manchester United, of course. With our fantastic manager, Eric Ten Hag, of course.
Against Brentford, fam. Against Brentford.
Why are you doing that when you just lost to Bournemouth? Why are you doing that when you just lost to Bournemouth? Why are you doing that? You know that all the teams in the Prem are good, except for the ones that come up fresh out the champ.
As soon as you guys get a fucking win, somehow you guys are gonna get fucking crazy, bro.
Alright, bro. So now I'm getting crazy.
Yeah, bro. What place are you guys still in right now on the front table?
It don't even matter about that. It's October. Matter? It's October. They give out trophies in October?
Okay, bro.
Do they give out trophies in October?
Still
what trophy gets given out in October?
Still better to be in a good position, bro.
Okay. Bruh.
You're fucking...
You're jealous. It's okay. We don't even got to spend too much time on it. It was just a really solid overall performance.
Good goals. I agree with
Rashford, beautiful ball into Garnacho. Fernandez, same thing. Beautiful little dink pass into Hoyland with the dink finish for it. Bruh, just gorgeous football all around. And it could have been more if we were finishing better and if the fucking keeper wasn't on such a sick one. It could have been a little more. So these are the types of performances I feel like we've been having at points throughout the season. I like that the results are actually showing. So I'm hoping that shit continues. But like you're saying, it's only Brentford, so I'm not trying to gas it up too crazy. Like we already kind of talked about, we got Fenerbahce later this week. Let's see, at the weekend, we got West Ham coming up this weekend. Honestly, I'm not too worried about that. West Ham have been kind of shit. I feel like this is a run of games where, besides Chelsea, over the next month, we should be doing pretty good here. I feel like ETH has survived a pretty tough portion of the season, and now it's time to go out there and get some points.
It's going to be tough.
And if he doesn't, like, if this next phase of the season goes really shit this next month, obviously we got to start asking some serious questions. Huh?
How was he doing before this win right now?
No, I'm not saying it's impossible. Like, if it does, I'm saying we got to ask some serious questions. Like, that might be the time where it is time to potentially say ETH out. But I think that I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm thinking that this is going to be a time where we're going to start putting shit together. It's going to look good. We're going to look good, bro.
Trust. Win record, bro.
Trust, bro. Trust. We're about to cook.
We stupid.
MLS playoffs are here.
LA Galaxy, we stupid. But yeah, bro.
Well, why do you say that?
Losing the last game.
Yeah. That was, yeah.
The actual open season.
Yeah, that was not ideal. It would have been nice to get that first spot in the West, just symbolically to go through it. But honestly, once you get into this shit, we're all here now. It's a totally brand new season that just started.
It's a brand new season. That's crazy.
That's how you kind of have to look at it, though, because nothing else that happened counts for shit. It's literally just to get you here, and now we're here, and everyone's got the same.
And each game is a home away besides the final, no?
I think so. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that all plays out. We got Colorado, the return of Kevin Cabral, the legend. How are you feeling about that?
Fuck Kevin Cabral.
We're gonna fuck him up.
Who is he?
Trash.
Who is he, bro?
Trash, bro.
Not as good as Gabriel Peck, bro.
Nowhere near. Nah, yeah, we're gonna fuck those fools.
Can't shine his boots, bro. Can't shine his fucking boots.
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited because if everything goes well, we could potentially get that Galaxy versus LAFC conference final.
That's just gonna be tough, though. Just because they won their game or whatever, we're gonna have to play it in the BMO.
Fuck it. Bro, that shit don't matter. Their fans are not shit anyways. Their fans are weak as shit.
That's true.
Their fans are weak as shit, bro. They'll probably be there just like all on their phones chilling. It won't even be that deep, bro. But I'm excited though, bro. I'm excited. I genuinely think like this is a year we could go on a fucking run. I
feel like this should be the year.
I'm looking at this bracket. Not a single team that I don't think we could beat except potentially Miami. Because that's like, they kind of have their own little rules and shit, thing, you know? Yeah, they're their own other thing. Which is kind of...
Luis Suarez is the top scorer.
This is kind of the other thing I wanted to talk about regarding MLS. Because we don't talk about it often on here. But how do you feel like Messi has impacted United States soccer? Not just the MLS, but the overall state of the sport in the country.
But why are you asking me this question? Because you feel like Messi's like fucking like...
I'm asking you the question because
getting catered to?
I'm just asking the question.
I don't know because I don't know how to answer it because it's like literally like... I feel like he's brought a lot of attention to the MLS, bro. A lot of people been watching the Inter Miami games, bro. And it's gonna be Messi at the end of the day, bro.
Have they?
They kind of have.
I mean, more than they did before, I'm sure.
And they're gonna supposedly take Inter Miami to the final in the MLS Cup, bro.
I remember really hoping that somehow they would find a way to build the hype beyond just like, oh, watch Messi. As like, oh, watch this league. They have failed at that.
I mean, not really. Why do you say they failed?
Because I don't see the league pushing a lot other than the Messi narrative in the mainstream at least. That's the only thing that gets talked about really, which I get, like Messi's a huge deal. But again, like I wanted this to be something that helped propel the overall league, not just one club for a short period of time. Because once Messi's gone, I don't feel like there's still going to be much of a... There will be still some diehard fans there, but it's not going to be the same, you know? I don't know. I guess, let me ask you this. Where is, like, what number, like first, second, third, fourth, etc., do you think is the first American on the top scorer list at the end of the season in the MLS? Like, where's the highest one? Like in the top
scorer?
In the top 3, in the top 5, in the top 10. Like, where do you think there's the first?
Gonna be the first one.
Like, where's the highest American rank? Just guess. You just give me a guess. Just give me a guess.
Probably like 5 to 10. No.
I want to say it was like 13, 14, 15,
That's
somewhere in there.
Wild as fuck.
Some dude, something white. Yeah, he played for like Vancouver or something like that. I hadn't heard of him, I'll be honest. But he had like 15 goals this season. I looked it up earlier. Not great, obviously, to not even have an American in the top 10 in goals. What about assists? Do you think it was any better over there?
Probably, I'll stick to 5 to 10.
It was not. Yeah, it was still the same. No Americans in the top 10.
What?
The highest was Mihailovic, I think is how you pronounce it. Which, again, like, he's a pretty decent player. But
bro, he's imported, too.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not like he's even, like, born and raised, born and bred. So, yeah, I mean, who is the best American player in the MLS? Can I ask you that? If you just, off the top of your head.
That's tough as fuck. I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
That is tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because...
Yeah.
Bro, fuck.
And, like, we pay attention to the sport. It's not that we don't.
No, or some shit like that.
Now, do we watch a lot of MLS? Obviously not. Obviously, you can tell by this conversation, no. But as avid fans, I'm wearing a goddamn... I wasn't even planning. I was just worried. As, like, avid fans of the sport, I would feel like just watching sports and keeping up with sports in this country, we should naturally just know who these guys are, who the stars are in the league, who the good players are in the league. And I feel like it's information that I have to, like, really seek out. And, like, I just don't understand. I'm going to be honest, the Apple deal to me was a really stupid fucking idea.
It is. It's
because
very annoying.
The more that
annoying.
These companies gatekeep their content behind these weird streaming services that no one fucking has.
But that's what you're talking about, the Messi thing. How is that his fault?
I wouldn't say that's his fault, but I feel like a lot of the reason why that deal ended up happening the way it did was because of the hype of his transfer. And so I wouldn't necessarily say it is his fault specifically. I'm just, none of this, I'm not blaming Messi for shit because I think he's just a player playing football. Like, I don't expect him to be the one doing this shit. I think the league officials dropped the ball on the hype that was Messi coming to the MLS. I expected there to be a way to try and make this a boom for the sport, but because the sport is still inaccessible to a casual viewer who just, like, will be scrolling through channels, you'll never just stumble on an MLS game like that.
Unless you're lucky and you have, like, the local Fox Sports or some shit like that.
But even then, it's barely ever on those channels. It's almost always gate-kept on the Apple TV shit. Terrible, terrible business, in my opinion. Like, if you have content, you should want to put it on the place where the people are. I don't get that. Like, because they're not at a point where, like, if it was the NFL where they already have such a huge established audience, the NFL could go to pretty much any streaming service they want. People will go there because people will watch football on Sunday no matter what. If you're the MLS, which is a league that's still in its growth stage, you're trying to get new fans, get new people involved. People like us who love the sport but haven't had an easy, accessible way to interact with the MLS.
Always have to be fucking either paying for the Apple or fucking...
I feel like there should be more emphasis on just getting the games and getting content about the teams and the players in front of us. And so, I feel like it's been overall a bit of a disappointing season, not just in the fact that the league is now really becoming a league that is run by foreign players, which is great because there's, like, a lot of really fucking talented, really good players, and the quality of playing the MLS has maybe never been higher, which is great. But the quality of soccer in the United States for people from the United States isn't improving at the same rate. And that's a problem for me. That's something that worries me. And then we look at, like, literally, who is our new manager? Pochettino, someone foreign. Who are we trying to...
But don't you think that's, like, kind of a big thing, too? Because Apple TV is international, so that means anybody can watch the MLS if they want to watch the MLS now.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Like, honestly, I'm not as concerned with the MLS getting popular.
I feel like that was
no. Let me tell you.
Because people want to watch Messi,
Let me tell you.
So how are you going to watch Messi?
I don't care. No, I don't care about international fans fucking with MLS right now. There's a time to try and get those fans, but you gotta start here. Like, to me, cultivating strong, local, passionate fan bases is the key, because that's what made, like, Manchester United really cool. And then eventually it got to the point where a motherfucker like me from Southern California would become a fan of that. Same thing with Barca. It became such a big thing in their community. Like, they focused on being for their people, that it became a global phenomenon.
So you think it's too soon to do this or some shit? Or we should never
It's not even too soon, because, like, you have, like you said, people want to watch Messi. So I get trying to have an international platform where people can watch Messi. I'm just saying you got to try and, at the same time, cultivate that, like, genuine local following, local fan bases in all of these different communities. And I just feel like I don't see it as much. Like, I don't see enough in the mainstream, especially. Like, I don't know what, if the MLS commissioner or whoever it is, like, these people that are working in the higher ups at the league offices just don't fuck with the people that like Disney, ESPN, and all these other big companies. But, like, bro, y'all gotta get y'all content on those channels where, like, just me as a sports fan, I know when it's, like, the weekend and I'm just trying to see what's on, the couple channels I'm checking. If you don't get your shit on one of those channels, you might as well not exist. You might as well not fucking exist. You're laughing. I'm serious, bro. Like, if you don't end up on Fox Sports or ESPN, you might as well not be a thing.
So what's a useless sports channel to you? What's a useless sports channel? Are you basically saying that's what Apple TV is?
Yeah.
A useless sports channel?
Yes, it's totally 1,000% stupid as shit.
It still has to stay on ESPN or fucking whatever fucking other sports you were saying right now.
Like, just Fox Sports or some shit.
That's where the MLS should be?
Yeah. Because that's where a casual fan, like, bro, just sports bars around the country are tuned to those channels. But see, that's the thing, too. But look what our ESPN and Fox Sports doing now. You have to get their packages now and shit like that. Or you can also get their streaming service. That's like, Nah, bro. Even the old school fucking old cats who got cable still could go on those channels right now and watch shit. All the way to us younger folks who got YouTube TV or whatever you call. Like, bro, those are the channels that are on everything. Like, think about the way the NFL got it cracked, bro. They literally every week be on Fox, CBS, NBC. Those are like the national standard channels that come with like any package there isn't a TV in this country that can't get an NFL game on Sunday.
Fuck, get that MLS on CNN.
How the fuck is the MLS not at least... I'm not saying you got to be on that same level because the NFL is an institution in this country, but at least trying to somewhat replicate that where any TV in this country that has just some sort of cable package can turn on and see some MLS soccer. I feel like that's... If you're trying to get new fans, which again the MLS should be doing, how are they not doing this? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. And then look at how much great content outside of like the Premier League and stuff gets created about the Premier League.
So you think one of the main reasons why this is happening because it's an international type of like move to try to get the MLS like on more screens and shit like that. It's not gonna work like how they think it's gonna work. I
don't think anyone abroad is gonna care that much outside of maybe watching Messi here and there. But realistically, they probably have a better league with more history in their own country to follow. And so MLS should be focusing on American fans.
Okay.
Can I tell you the biggest problem? The biggest problem.
What was the MLS on before? It was on like Time Warner Sports fucking
Some
center.
weird shit like that. Yeah. The Spectrum shit, I think.
Exactly. So who the fuck
know.
has that channel?
More people than have this, though. Still not great, but better, in my opinion. Not great, but better. But what I was going to say is this, bro. I genuinely feel, and I don't want to stay on this for too long. Well, this is my last little point I want to give to you. See how you feel about this statement. Because I genuinely feel like the sport overall has gotten significantly more popular over the last, 10 years in this country. 10, 20 years. I really do feel like way more people are aware of soccer, know some soccer players, some soccer teams. They know about when, the World Cup is happening, when big games are happening, shit like that.
Ronaldo, see.
Can I tell you the problem, though? Every time you meet someone in this country, I'm not even talking about those dudes who, are say they're into it but aren't actually into it. Talk about fools like us who are living out here but they actually watch games and shit. They actually fuck with the sport to some extent. Every time you meet someone like that, because I've had my own experiences like this and I'm sure you can relate. When you ask that fool, who do you support, who are you a fan of, how often do you get the answer of a team that's in the MLS? Versus how often do you get an answer of a team that's somewhere from Europe? Because I've never, ever heard of someone tell me an MLS team.
My favorite team's LA Galaxy.
No one ever says that. The most I would do with that is I'm a Man United fan, but obviously I also fuck with the Galaxy.
Okay, but we're also never gonna be on the level of European football.
But just to even have someone who at least is a fucking fan of the team?
There's probably a few people like that.
Nah, fool, but think about it though. Am I right or wrong? Have you ever met someone, you know what I'm saying?
That say, fucking, I love the fucking Seattle Sounders or some shit like that.
Yeah, no, it's always fucking true or false, right?
Seahawks. Or some shit like that, or fucking...
No, if it's a soccer fan though, they'll say fucking, oh yeah, I support fucking Chelsea. I support Arsenal.
Real Madrid.
Yeah, Real Madrid, whatever. It's never no MLS team. Now, think about that for a minute. They live here. They could go to those games here for not even that much money compared to other sports leagues and go watch those games right now. But they choose to wake up. Listen to me. Listen to me. No, shut the fuck up. They choose to wake up at 6, 7, 8 a.m. on a Saturday and watch that shit on their computer rather than go to a game in real life and watch the team that's local to their city.
But what's La Liga on right now?
ESPN Plus, I'm pretty sure.
Gotta pay for that extra too now. You have regular ESPN, but you might not have an ESPN Plus.
What fucking difference does that make to people not watching MLS?
It's the same thing. You gotta subscribe to watch La Liga.
But ESPN Plus is a much more common service, too. They actually have a lot of other shit on there, too. ESPN Plus is fairly common. And even then, plenty of La Liga games get shown on just television.
Where?
On the Spanish channels.
No.
I feel like I still see them on the Spanish channels and shit.
They do the Premier League, that's it.
Maybe not this season. I don't know if I've seen anything.
They'll do the Premier League.
Growing up though, the whole time they've always had fucking
that
obviously back in the day, yeah. But bro, okay, but still fucking, you're telling me this shit, bro. ESPN Plus, I'm telling you, is a much better streaming service than Apple TV, and you're still saying shit that has nothing to do with what I'm saying. What the fuck does that have to do with what I'm saying? I'm telling you, no one gives a fuck. You're from LA. You don't give a fuck about the Galaxy. You'd rather wake up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday to watch Chelsea. Explain that to me. How is that okay? You're telling me, oh, it's because ESPN Plus. Well, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Because they're having to pay for the games no matter what. So why would they not pay for a game that's their local team, that's from where they're from? Again, you're not thinking, bro, it's a very huge issue for MLS. The fact that people from these cities are choosing to support a team from across the world. How do you not see that?
So what's...
Because the streaming service, that doesn't make any sense.
So what the fuck is... What do you want me to fucking tell you? Is fucking...
That is a crisis. That this league is gonna fucking collapse.
It's not gonna collapse, bro. It's gonna...
No, well, obviously it'll exist, but no, I'm telling you, they won't have a streaming deal in 20 years. I'm thinking bigger picture. I'm not talking about like in the next couple years it's gonna be gone. Like no, I'm not trying to be stupid here. I'm seriously talking about the state of this sport in this country that like if this whole generation of fucking Zoomers right now, all the Gen Alpha kids, the skibby toilet kids, if not a single one of them really dead ass give a fuck about MLS, we're cooked. The league is gonna be, and look, we're soccer fans, Lise. Me and you are both soccer fans. Well, now we're busy to where we don't have time to keep up with every single fucking league around the world. Neither of us even make a serious effort unless Galaxy are good to watch MLS, and that's only to watch Galaxy games. Why is that, Lise? Why would you try harder to watch just a random Premier League or random La Liga game than a random MLS game?
It's been having more exposure. Bro, they've been around longer, bro.
So how do you change that?
What do you mean, how do you change that?
How do you change that? It's a straightforward question. How do you change
problem, bro?
Why? I'm not asking. I'm just saying.
So do you think them going on mainstream channels is gonna fucking fix it? But I don't think
I think that leaning into mainstream media a lot more would help.
But that means MLS would pay, though. That's the thing with Apple TV. They got paid.
Yeah. And that, to me, the short side.
Do you think it's worth it?
Short side. Yeah. If you want to have a long-term cultural...
So we should see
like, if you want to matter...
So we should see fucking LA Galaxy on like KTLA 5 or some shit like that.
It should be easily accessible, Lise. If you have some sort of cable package with some type of sports channels on there, you should be able to watch the fucking games.
So what channel should it be on, though?
Any ESPN. Of them on there. Any of them on there. Take your pick. Any of them on there. It doesn't matter. It's just gotta be something that's on all of them.
If Messi comes fucking over, you gotta get the ESPN Plus package now. And pay $10 a month again. That once again blocks people from viewing it.
What do you mean? You're saying ESPN Plus?
Yeah, because... Imagine I can imagine once Messi came and let's say MLS was fucking on these mainstream channels and shit like that. But then every Inter Miami game, it's always going to be on ESPN Plus.
If you want to do it like that, where every single game you have to pay for a service, that's understandable because there is a lot of MLS games. It's not like the NFL where there's like less games. So I could get that. But I'm saying like, we need way more prime time and like actual games available to watch like on a regular basis. Like that's how it is in the NFL. Like not every single game is available to be watched every single week.
Unless you pay for NFL Red Zone.
Exactly. But there is like on those main national channels a game every single week. It might not be the game you were specifically looking to watch, but it just grows the game overall. Like I don't understand.
A lot of these channels show a lot of NFL games though, bro.
I just feel like
that shit's packed.
We need more, and not just the games themselves, but like I'm saying, content around it. Like more talk shows, more fucking like how viral does the Champions League show that we have over here? What's it called on CBS Sports with Thierry Henry and everyone? Yeah, like those clips go viral all the time. How is there not an MLS show doing something like this? Like, how are they not trying to get the people, like, trying to move a little muscle behind the scenes to get people on different sports talk shows to talk about MLS here and there? Like,
but wouldn't that also fall, like, just internationally? Because, like, what is the MLS supposed to do if, like, United States football in a whole is not that big easy right now? They're starting to spread, yeah, but...
Well, bro, what I'm saying is that the fans exist here. We're living proof that the fans exist in this country right now. We just aren't being... Like, we're here and they're there and there's nothing connecting us right now. And that's their fault as a company. Like, they need to find a way to get their games and their content in front of us. And they haven't been doing a good enough job of that. And I don't think we're the only two people in the United States of America that are in that situation. I think there's quite a few of us that are soccer fans that support a team overseas, watch a lot of games, and don't keep up
with the MLS
nearly as much with the MLS as we do other leagues. Like, I could sit here and talk to you about the Premier League for, like, hours and, like, be naming teams and players and different shit. Like, I'm very in tune with that shit versus this.
Talk to me about
not
LAFC,
as much.
bro. Tell me
Not as much.
all the goats right now.
They got Boguj. And goddamn, what's the striker's name?
Giroud.
No, the other one, the Hispanic one. What's his fucking name?
The Hispanic one, Vela?
Nah, the other one.
Which other one, dog?
El otro hispánico.
I hope you're not talking about
Buanga?
That was not Hispanic.
He's not?
He's like where Obama Yanks from, big day.
Really?
Yeah.
That fool looks hella Hispanic. Just like his steez. Everything his whole drip is hella Hispanic. Really?
Buanga was Hispanic right now. You tripping, like.
I guess the name could have gave me a hint. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he is from Gabon. Well, how about that? 28 days. That is the length of Jey Uso's Intercontinental title reign. Thoughts?
Like I told you earlier, cooked, bro. Cooked. They're literally forcing him into the bloodline storyline.
Cooked as far as what, though? Cooked as far as what? Explain cooked.
Why did he have to lose the title just to be in that whole story or whatever?
So Jey is cooked.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna go back to being second again.
Is he main event Jey Uso?
Bro, how? He's gonna be on SmackDown now, no?
Probably, yeah. I mean,
And what is he gonna be doing? Just walking around with fucking Roman again? Not wrestling?
Probably a lot of it, yeah. Cutting some promos.
So what the fuck? And that's not main event Jey Uso no more.
Bro. When Roman goes,
Yeah.
it's gonna be so sick.
But no, he's not though.
But bro, imagine.
But he's not.
Imagine
though.
Roman and Paul Heyman, and they go.
He's not though.
I think they will. I think at some point they will.
They're not gonna give him his respect. Roman's not.
I think at some point they will, but I do agree that.
That's kind of unfair.
Damn, man.
That's unfair to him, but I guess
It's just crazy because the build was such a huge deal. It was like the whole after 14 years, blah, 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 like first singles title. Like
they gave him less than
it
a
had
month.
been such a huge build.
They gave him less than a month for his fucking 14-year fucking WWE run.
He didn't even see a PLE with that shit. That's pretty crazy. So, how do you feel about the future of Jey as a singles wrestler? Do you think there is a future? Do you think there is like world title reigns in the future for him down the line?
I honestly don't know what's gonna happen because right now this is literally what's gonna carry him to WrestleMania or whatever, bro.
You think all the way till Mania he's just straight bloodline fodder?
It's probably gonna be that, bro.
That's tough. You don't think he's too over for that? Because the fans, like, especially live at the shows, as much as I'll be honest, like, I've kind of criticized the whole Yeet gimmick here and there. I think it's a little
But like what?
simple.
The only way it's gonna work, he's still gonna be wrestling constantly on Raw. But he's still gonna come on SmackDown with the bloodline shit. But like,
See, I do think he'll probably still be on Raw here and there. Just because they don't have a whole lot of super big baby faces on Raw. A lot of their top guys are kind of heels. So I feel like we should still get some Jey on Raw, doing some yeets to take down the bad guys, but like you said, like a lot of his shit probably is gonna be heavily on SmackDown now.
him just fucking walking around with Roman again, bro.
Yeah.
That's all it's gonna be.
I mean, how do you feel about Bron?
I guess. I mean, yeah. Good for him, I guess.
Good for him, I guess.
Yeah, bro.
That's it.
That's it, bro. I don't know. I don't think he deserved it again, I guess. They could have held it off for a little bit, dog.
So I agree that like it was too early, but the fact that the match happened when it happened, I feel like that was the best way to go, was giving it back to Braun.
Yeah, but For what reason? So he can go to the Bloodline storyline on SmackDown.
Because, yeah, you needed to get Jey out of there to get him into the Bloodline shit a little more seamlessly without him having the title kind of distracting from it. But also because I think it gave you a chance to continue his momentum. So, like, it's kind of a win-win in that sense. Like, it helps.
How's he going to continue his momentum, though?
Because it puts the belt back on him. He's the champ again. We get to have that badass intercontinental champion again. I feel like it is good because it, just, yeah, bruh, fucking boost that fool's hype. Like, he's back into, not like the main event scene, because obviously it's technically the mid-card title, but he's like a big player on Raw again, a big player in the title scene. I feel like this is a big win for him, honestly. Because that was, like, the big loss on his career so far. Like, obviously, he had lost to Sammy earlier on.
He lost to Roman Reigns a couple times.
I'm talking about Bron.
Oh.
Yeah, nah, he had, like, taken a couple L's, but...
But why does he recover every L, though? He's recovering every L, though, now?
It's only been a couple L's.
But he recovers from it.
There's only... Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
It's been the same thing for his championship run with Intercontinental. He fucking lost to Sammy, and then he came back. Same thing again.
What's wrong with that?
That's all he's gonna be?
What? That's all he's gonna be? No, motherfucker, his career has another 15, 20 years left. Well, what do you mean that's all he's gonna be? That's just what's happened so far. I don't understand why you look at it so simplistically like that. Like, the fool is literally an NXT call-up still in his first year on the main roster. It's understandable that he's going to drop a couple matches to two of literally the biggest baby faces in the company. Mm-hmm. And then he comes back and fucking beats their ass the second time. What the fuck is wrong? That's realistic character building. It's showing that he's not some... Like you literally bitched about when he was first coming out. You don't want him to be some Goldberg region type of fool. They're showing you he's not some Goldberg fool. He's beatable. He's human. But that fool locks in, gets in the lab, figures out what the fuck went wrong, and then gets the dub the second time around. Fair. You might beat him once, but you won't beat him twice. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Like, it feels still grounded in some sort of realistic story, but still, like, gives him that badass type of aura. I don't know, bro. I feel like you haven't given Bron his just due, bro.
We'll see with this run, how he goes.
I feel like you're just, like... I don't know if it's because I'm such a big fan, so you just want to be, like, contrarian to me.
No.
But, bro, like, I don't know how you don't see it, bro. That's a future world champion. I don't know how you don't see. Speaking of future world champions, future Hall of Famers, actually.
Oof.
Future Hall of Famers. During this whole little match with Jey and Bron, one of the highlight moments was actually not any actual wrestling, but the stare down between Bron Breakker and Jacob Fatu. And, bro, I'm telling you, that's a future WrestleMania main event.
That's fucking movie hard as fuck.
100%. 100%.
Hard as
I've been saying this shit since they both debuted, bro. This is future WrestleMania main event, guys. 100%. So, I mean, bro, like, they just gotta get fucking... I feel like you gotta give them their credit, bro. You've been too hesitant on it. I don't know what's wrong with you. Why you so scared to give them their fucking praise, but...
Scared.
Bro, they deserve their fucking credit, bro. These are, like, two of the best young talents in wrestling right now. 100%. 100%.
Wait, who?
Who are we talking about?
Who's the young talents you're talking about?
Who are we talking about? Bron Breakker and Jacob Fatu. Who are we talking about, bro?
Jacob Fatu, how old is he?
Fucking, I don't know. He just signed with this shit. He ain't old, bro. I don't think he's even 30. 32. That's young as hell in wrestling, bro. Young as hell in wrestling.
Man.
What What you mean, Who are your favorite wrestlers right now? Tell me. Go ahead, tell me. Who's your favorite wrestlers, bro? Tell me.
Cody. I can't even say Punk because I already know that fool's old as shit.
39.
Punk.
Fool barely hit his prime.
45.
45. Seth Rollins, 38.
Damn, these motherfuckers are old as fuck, right?
39.
Why?
So you kind of hit your peak in your mid-late 30s. So yeah, I'd say he's a young wrestler. He'll be in his prime in about 5-6 years.
That's kind of crazy, yeah. Okay.
That's why MJF is so crazy. He's like 27, I think. And he's already been like a top guy for a good 2-3 years now. That's besides the point. That doesn't happen. It's very rare to be like an actual top level wrestler in your 20s. It takes a long time to build up your name in this business. You're crazy, bro. I thought Jacob was unky, bro. You're tripping. 32 is young in wrestling.
That's true.
Very, very young in wrestling.
God damn, bro. And Bron is what, 26?
I don't even know, to be honest with you. Some shit. I think he's in his mid-20s. 26, yeah. So there you go, man. A couple of youngins out there fucking shit up. Bruh, it's full disrespecting Fatu calling him Unky, bruh. That's crazy, bruh.
Man.
That's crazy.
We'll see what happens with this fucking title run, bruh. We see how he elevates the Intercontinental Championship, bruh.
He's not gonna elevate the championship. Like, it's already a top-level belt. Like, Gunther already did that. Like, he's not gonna have a Gunther title reign if that's what you're expecting. No, so, yeah, like, it's not gonna be that, but... Bro, whatever feuds he gets put into, whatever matches he has, I know they're going to be fucking top level. He has not let me down yet. At all. Speaking of a guy who is yet to let me down, and a feud that I'm really excited for, Big Bronson Reed. This is a dude that I've been a fan of for a minute, ever since I started watching WWE again. And I'm a fan of his because... I really like the big folks, the big fellas, that could get in the ring and fly a little bit. That move around with a little bit of extra pizzazz. It's just an interesting type of style to me in the ring.
You said the Dudley Boys, bruh?
Nah, bro. That's not even that, bro. They was just a little chubby, bro. I'm talking about the big Bronson Reeds, the motherfucker from the War Raiders. Like... that type of shit where it's like you really don't expect it and then they start climbing up that rope and it's like, oh shit, this is about to get crazy. And just overall, I've always felt like his promos are good with Bronson Reed. Like, he's just always been a good, underrated wrestler to me. And so I feel like now that he's finally getting that chance to kind of break into the main event scene, I'm really excited. I really, 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 really hope that he whoops Seth's ass. I don't want him to just win. I want him to, like, really brutalize Seth. Like, honestly, squash him. Straight squash match. Because I just don't think it would be very expected. Seth's first match back from injury after a while. Like, I just think it would be a really dope way to try and propel Bronson Reed into that main event scene.
That's going to be interesting how they're going to wrestle, bro.
I'm excited to see it, man. I'm excited to see it. I think that he needs to go out there and get a big dub. I believe so, yeah. I believe so. We'll see. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Crown Jewel, that's one of the matches I'm actually looking forward to, which is, can't say the same for the rest of them so far, but, you know.
Hey, man, is Gunther or Cody's going to win the super duper?
Whoop-de-fucking-do, yeah. That's awesome. Samantha Irvin has taken a step back from wrestling, which is a little wild. Yeah, it was super out of nowhere.
And the choice they went with, too, is the most wildest part, too.
I guess I just didn't see that coming, yeah.
Me neither. I just literally remember when, like, she announced that she was at the stadium and he took a picture together and shit like that. I was like...
Yeah.
And now she's fucking back, supposedly?
Yeah. Yeah, now she's the one, bro. I don't know, man. I just kind of bummed, I guess, because, like, for me, coming back to wrestling, I guess I now have that, like, nostalgia tied to Samantha Irvin.
Okay.
Especially, like, with the moment that I keep remembering is when Cody finished the story at Mania.
She started crying.
And, like, yeah, that call to me was, like, legendary as fuck. Like, that made the moment hit so much harder.
Same thing with the Sami Zayn call.
Yeah, like, there's been some... She was just, I feel like, really good with conveying that emotion and stuff. And so, yeah, like, I guess I'm just sad to see her go. I was a fan of her work. And, yeah, like, I'm not as familiar. I've, like, seen some of the stuff from back in the day, obviously. But I wasn't watching, like, week to week when Lillian Garcia was a part of shit. So, I mean, everyone seems to like her. So, I'm giving it a chance. The first show wasn't the greatest, but... That's gonna happen. Some botches and shit like that. It is what it is. But nah, it's all good though. Like it is what it's gonna happen. So
she fucked up a little.
We'll see. But honestly, I just wanted to bring it up as like a little shout out to Samantha and best of luck, I guess. And
she's going to AEW.
In your future endeavors. She's not going to AEW. The fucking Ricochet already said she's not. Why would Ricochet come out and tweet she's not coming to AEW just for her to pop out of AEW? You know how stupid that would make Ricochet look? Why would he do that? I guarantee you she's not. Nah, I guarantee you she's not, bruh. Like, that fool wouldn't just say that shit for no reason, bruh. She's definitely not. She's definitely not.
She's supposedly a singer, too.
I was gonna say, like, who... I know that she does, like, a bunch of other shit, so who the fuck knows? I guess the last thing I wanted to ask you about, we don't have to spend too long on it, but, and we touched on it a bit earlier talking about Jacob and everything else that's going on with Jey. How are you feeling about the Bloodline storyline at the moment? Because I feel like it's stalling a little for me.
Yeah.
Like, Roman returned at SummerSlam and everything. That was really tight. And then he's kind of just been around, not really doing shit. And that's cool because it's Roman, so he has his aura. He could kind of get away with that for a while. But we're starting to get to a point where, like...
What's going to happen?
I think it's really hit me because there was a couple of, like... The ending to SmackDown the last couple weeks has been literally the exact same. Just the Bloodline beating the shit out of the Bloodline. And it's like, fuck, man. Like, where are we going, you know?
I guess we gotta wait for the final boss to continue the story, bro.
But I don't want to wait for the final boss because he's not gonna show up that often. You know?
It's the final boss storyline, bro. He's the final boss for a reason, bro.
See, I'm not cool with that. If it's gonna be like...
That's what it is. Why do you think he's called the final boss?
Nah, but Roman's a big enough star. We don't have to wait for The Rock just for the storyline to move along.
It's probably gonna be Roman versus The Rock this Mania, probably.
Nah, but bro, I'm not even talking about all that, bro. Like, you're going too far down the line. Like, bro, it's taking long as hell for them to try and convince Jey to get back. Like, it's already been multiple weeks. They've barely even talked to the motherfucker. Like... Go do something. Go try and make an effort. The fool has a title match. They don't even show up. Don't do shit. Like, I just feel like they're literally lagging. It's so fucking hard with these stories right now. Like, we're just in one of those dead times a year, I guess, where, like, the week-to-week storytelling is going to feel really fucking boring and stagnant at times.
Crown Jewel, that's...
Not even that, bro. Like, once we get past fucking Survivor Series, like, we gotta get towards the build-up to the Rumble. I think that's when we'll finally start to see shit turning up a bit.
I feel like that to do
No. There will be maybe a little... It'll be the same thing like how they did for Bad Blood. Where, like, oh, maybe The Rock's gonna show up. But, like, he's not gonna wrestle. He's not gonna show up and cut promos. Roman's still barely gonna do shit. I call him the Roman. Roman's still barely gonna do shit. Like, they're gonna set up the inevitable fucking Bloodline versus Bloodline fucking match at Survivor Series where they do the fucking whole war game shit. But, like, that'll be the first time we see Roman wrestle again, 100%.
And The Rock is...
We might not see Jey or Jimmy wrestle until then either.
The Rock is gonna be on the other team.
The Rock isn't even gonna be involved. I don't think he's gonna do nothing.
Gonna wrestle, yeah.
Nope. No. I disagree. I think he's just gonna pop out. It'll be just like Bad Blood. Just like Bad Blood. Maybe he talks or something, but it'll be basically nothing. Like, bro, I think we're in the slow grind. And then in the Rumble, we start to hopefully get a little more build.
So you think nothing's gonna happen after the fucking War Game shit?
I just think that
there's not gonna be some type of, like, shit talk to the fucking loser. Because that's the big thing right now. He's like, oh, fucking... they can't lose because, like, that now that's all of them. So the Bloodline 1.0 fucking beats Bloodline 2.0, so what now?
I don't know, bruh. I don't see it moving the needle a whole lot in terms of the... Because, like, I don't know. If you're saying, like, they want to get to Rock versus Roman, so The Rock probably aligns with Solo Sikoa and them at some point, I feel like maybe that's how they beat Roman's team, is, like, they fucking have The Rock come in and interfere at some point. He won't be a part of the match. He won't be a scheduled, booked part of the match. But he comes out and does some final boss shit.
You think the only time he's gonna wrestle is during Mania?
Yeah. If we're lucky, maybe he does something at the Royal Rumble. Not participating in the Rumble itself, because why would he? But being, like, in a match. Yeah, shit. Being in a match at the Royal Rumble, maybe. But I think that's it, yeah. I think that's it. I don't know. I would love to be wrong, because I think the more Rock we get, the better. But that's just how I'm seeing it right now. Yeah. That's just how I feel like it's all... The only reason I'm saying that is because it's all just been playing out so fucking slow. Like, The Rock comes back at Bad Blood, right?
Yeah.
No one's even mentioned it since on SmackDown.
Because that fool didn't do anything.
But that's my point. Like, Solo, Roman, none of them haven't even acknowledged the fact that fool's back. So he's gonna just get to do the same thing again, where he comes back and does basically nothing. And then they'll actually acknowledge it this time, and it's like, oh, well, that's the step forward, I guess. It's like, they're actually acknowledging him now. And then finally, oh, they're actually talking to him now. And then finally, oh, we're actually hearing from him now. Like, it's gonna be, like, literally baby fucking steps through this shit. And, you know, it sucks, but it's dope when we get those big payoffs, obviously, and the WrestleMania moment hits, and we're like, oh my God, this story was so amazing. Triple H, you're fucking the best booker, blah, 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 blah. But in the moments where we're just going through this week-to-week shit, fuck, bro, it's tough. It's tough. I just wish that they would inject more mid-card and, like, other type of stories to, like, keep the shows feeling more fresh and shit like that. To where everything didn't revolve around a story that's not going to actually have its climax until WrestleMania. Like,
but that's what they're doing.
I don't know, man. I just feel like we need more mid-card feuds. Like we need a 3-hour Raw back for sure.
That shit's so bad. How they try to rush everything in, bro. And Triple H is like, oh, this is gonna be good for us because we're gonna be... Oh, bro.
Nah, man. We are missing out right now. But fuck, man. That was it, man. Just wanted to see how you feel about the state of wrestling. Shit sucks, bro. That shit sucks. It's not even real. You know, it's scripted, right? It's not even real. No, I don't know why you watch that shit, bro. It's
been real since Hulk Hogan, bro.
It's fucking fake, dude. Dumbass. Watching that fake shit. Dumbass.
I don't know, man. I feel like you're underplaying all the upcoming other pay-per-views there is, bro. I feel like there's gonna be some type of, like...
Bro, we've had hella big pay-per-views post-Mania. And it's really been not much that's been that crazy. SummerSlam was pretty good. Bad Blood was decent. Like, Money in the Bank, ass. Backlash this year was pretty rough, carried by the fans. What was the fucking one they did in Germany this year?
Bash in Berlin.
Bash in Berlin. pretty rough. Besides the main event, which was fun.
Yeah.
But pretty rough. Like, a lot of the shows have been pretty rough. So, I'm not, like, expecting it to all of a sudden get super hot until we get towards, like, that actual build towards Mania season, which starts at the Rumble.
I feel like they want to do that, bro.
We'll see, bro.
That's too much time, bro.
I don't think you're getting your hopes up, bro. I don't think you're going to get a whole lot of final balls like you're wanting to. Not yet. Not yet.
The final boss is going to be in the Royal Rumble.
We'll see, bro. We'll see.
Dun, dun, dun.